Okie pokey weirdos, I'm Rev.
And welcome to my world of cosplay shenaniganer. Helluva Boss
Made me cry.
Warning! This video contains emotional turmoil, fangirling, and some information about a webtoon that is 18 plus.
Then I watched the most recent episode, episode 7. OZZIE'S.
So, let us converse. Stolas was all flustered and wanted to look nice for his date, but then he gets there and finds that that wasn't really Blitz's intention. Ouch. I feel that one, bro.
Ooh, can we drool over Blitz's jacket for a moment? Yes, I need one.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Oh yeah. You happen to have that laying around.
Yeah, of course I do.
Of course you did.
It's got spikes!
Now, back to our program.
This bird is trying so hard. He wants to talk to you, man. Just turn around, you idiots.
And look, Blitz is sitting on a stack of books. I feel I'm only 5 feet tall.
And while Blitz was being bullied for his past mistakes, I was waiting for Stolas to bring out something like from episode 6. Because during that episode, I was watching going, ooh, don't you hurt Blitz. His boyfriend's gonna show up and kick your ass.
And then Stolas comes in with this energy of,
The Cromwell approval is now in effect.
now I'll show you how real vampires do battle. And yes, Rev cheered out loud with this Alucard quote when that scene happened. But that's not what happens at OZZIE'S. Ozzy says, oh, how the mighty have fallen. And suddenly Stolas slinks back into his turtle shell of shame.
What? Is this video going to turn into a rant? It's probably going to turn into a rant. Or a therapy session. Yikes. You're demon royalty, and you're getting drugged down by this dirty club owner, who's honestly essentially demon royalty as well, who is shaming you for your romantic interests.
I blame his parents for raising him to constantly worry about image, because he is royalty. That part where Stolas reached for Blitz's hand and he pulled away? Ah! But seeing Blitz get stung by something that was so raw and hurt so badly for him, it got me choked up because it reminded me of how badly I was hurt in the past.
When they drive up to Stolas' place, you can see the strain in Blitz's eyes.
Don't cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Then you hear his voice cracking. Oh.
Don't cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry. I'm not really in the mood. And then Stolas says, we could talk, or watch a movie, or maybe cuddle.
Oh, he's so cute. He wants a cuddle. Give him a cuddle. Please cuddle him.
And Blitz pushes him away.
Whoa, hey, wait up a second. If you won't cuddle him, I will.
Now, Stola's pouting, it is a little tear-jerking. Just a little bit for me, but here's what really got me. Blitz goes home and looks for love through Luna, but Luna's not home. And then the phone. Oh my goodness. Oh, he got me. Then I saw a fan fiction depicting what was supposed to be the good ending for this episode. But I want to explain it from my perspective, because I feel we got the episode that we needed for the characters to be able to properly develop. Now, I know there are a lot of fan fictions that say Blitz went into Stolas' house. So I'm not picking on any one person. I understand that people wanted a happy ending and weren't happy with the non-happy ending. But here's why I believe it's so important. Blitz going into the house is not who he is right now, especially not in this moment and the point in his life.
That was me about 3 years ago, until I found a therapist that I could actually work with and who was really helping me. Hey, everybody! Would you stop that? This is supposed to be serious.
Miss me?
Well, maybe next time I won't miss. And don't knock therapy until you try it, because I was one of those people who thought it didn't work until I did have 2 therapists who worked decently well with me. Blitz, my man, you desperately need therapy, and so does Stolas.
This poor little pretty tat.
Can we appreciate that he purrs?
Curls up into an itty bitty ball and sobs his heart out. And it needed to happen for Blitz to be able to heal in his own way and be able to come out of whatever's keeping him from being able to have a romantic relationship with Stolas. If he had gone into the house with Stolas, he would have been internalizing all that emotional turmoil while they're sitting there watching a movie, so he wouldn't have even been able to properly return the snuggle because he is dealing with a whole bunch of other stuff inside his own head, which is really emotionally damaging, and it can be seriously physically harmful as well.
Honestly, I really love the ending that we got because it reminded me of my journey of how I went from being so hurt and being a victim to reminding myself that I don't have to stay there, because I'm learning how I can allow myself to feel it, but then also let it go. And I have not been diagnosed with depression, but both therapists I have been to say that I have depressive episodes. Exhibit A. Rev hated posting this one at first, but found it a very important facet of their channel once they realized that this opens up themselves more to their audience and allows them to see more of them. And I am definitely not the first person to connect myself to Blitz, especially in this situation. With something like this, he becomes a comfort character, especially when he's crying himself to sleep, cause that's a mood.
That's a mood, Gabriella.
Because Blitz is a character, and there are only so many characters in Helluva Boss, but there are plenty of people all over the world watching the show, it means more than one person can connect to him. And they definitely have if you've watched any other reviews on this episode. I get to connect to him also, if I please, and it doesn't change how anybody else is allowed to connect to him. It's a very personal thing that is a case-by-case basis. The reason we connect so strongly to our comfort characters is oftentimes what happens, the character we connect to is either an archetype of who we were in the past, who we are in the present, or who we wish to be or who we wish to be with in the future. Blitz, explained as simply as possible, could be seen as a victim as well as a hero/leader archetype. And for me personally, victim is in my past, and sometimes it bleeds into the present, but also in my present, I am a leader and I want to be an even stronger hero and leader as I progress. Which, it seems like, that's the direction I would hope Blitz is going. And I am laying on a button and it hurts. Oh. I found it really awesome that this show reminded me it's okay not to be okay sometimes, as long as you're working towards being way less sad.
Now this video might have seemed a little TMI for my channel because I don't normally post videos with my own personal information and story on it. But I found that the videos that do the best so far on my channel are the ones where I mention some of my own personal story. Not my most favorite topic to put on the channel, but
You asked for it, you got it. How'd you like it?
I do prefer to make costume tutorials. That's my main shtick, and that's what I will continue to focus on. But if you let me know down in the comments that you do like hearing about some of my personal story, I'll see if I can add it in over time in other videos. And yes, I do plan to do Helluva Boss and Has-Been Hotel cosplays. I actually already did a closet cosplay of Alistor, But I pulled that one together in 40 minutes.
And they can do way better.
So I do want to revamp that one. If you're a favorite weirdo on Instagram or Patreon, you would have seen some of the little bits and pieces and hints I've been putting out about my cost plans for this year, as well as the future much further,
once Rev finishes up community college.
I love Viv's characters, art design and style, their choices in voice actors, all the above. Love it, love it, love it. Are there flaws in these pieces of art? Yes, of course, like there is in anything. We can pull apart anything. But that's not what I wanted this video to be about. I wanted to focus more on bringing forward some of the good stuff that's in there, because I've dealt with enough rough stuff for the past 2 years to last me a lifetime.
There are those who say it's just a show, but is it? Well, yes and no.
What makes it not just a show is when people develop an emotional attachment to it and can breathe new life and different meaning into the content. Like when we cosplay as the characters and then we get together as a group, and all of this content, as well as being a part of something together, can be really therapeutic.
This is why I love the costuming community.
Which makes it not only a show.
I.e., you are part of the fandom now. You have been sucked into the vortex. Eh? And there's no way out. So please show kindness to each other and appreciate and be aware of where people are coming from, so that we can all start healing our own wounds and helping each other. And welcome to the madness. And come all the way over here and lose my tail. Ah! Hello. Okay, this one's really long. See how much blue is in that? Whoa, that was louder than I was expecting. Without ripping off the spikes. Oh, that made my ear pop.